It's Wes
and Chanda,
and welcome to DinkLife.
We are still in Paris, and on this foggy, overcast morning, we are at the Musée de l'Armée, or the Army Museum in English. This building from the outside looks stunning.
It's amazing looking, yeah.
I don't know much about it other than Napoleon's tomb is in here. Other than that,
No, and yeah, I've heard from some people at work that it's a pretty amazing, like the best. A couple buddies at work are real into like war stuff, and they said this is the best war museum they've ever been to.
so there you have it, and it looks absolutely gigantic. I mean, I don't know how much of it is accessible to the public or what is happening, but it's absolutely stunning to look at. And the view down the street from here, which we'll have to get a shot of later, is absolutely beautiful as well. And if I just look to my left, the Eiffel Tower is over there.
Yeah, there it is.
Pretty darn crazy. So anyway, we're going to go in and we'll take you with us and see what we can find.
We're waiting in line to go in. Very cool looking building. It's a fancy front end.
That's Latin.
And this is the inner courtyard. It's pretty amazing. Look at the helmet on that. That is wild, the 3-barrel gun. Look how big those cannonballs are. Huge. Yeah.
This one of those ones you could stick your arm in.
$14.90.
It's not that big.
Look at those daggers. They almost look like wands.
They do. Yes.
I love how detailed these cannons are. Like, that's super cool. Even this one has like a little pig head on the bottom.
Is that a pig?
Mm-hmm. I mean, those are super detailed horse muzzles.
Detail, I know.
I know, it's crazy. Got some pointy heads. So fancy. That is crazy, like a multi-shot cannon. If I had a helmet, I'd want a brim on it like that. Looks like sweet cowboy action.
That's why they're so obsessed with the Wild West.
This thing's crazy. Look how detailed that is. It's from 1624.
musket.
Wow, that is insane. Huge shot musket. Some of these guns, I've never even seen guns like this. Like, look at that thing.
It's cray.
This must have been some of the most high-tech guns at the time. Think if that guy was coming up to kill you, that'd terrify you. Some of these helmets are so crazy. This one has like wings. More. Look at that one. It has an axe on the end too.
Just in case the gun didn't do the job.
What if the guy got too close and you already fired? Easy. That must be like their little storage shop in there. So much stuff.
Archives.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can switch things in and out.
Wow, look at this thing. I can't even believe you can get so close. Yeah, wow. That's wild. It's a sword with a gun built-in. Look at that. It's like two little rats or something. Yeah, the ends of those swords are crazy. Or daggers, I guess. Look how long that gun is. These cannons are just crazy. This one's so detailed. Look at this, it has two people kissing on top.
Like, that's what I mean. What do you need to know of a weapon of war?
We are in the Japanese room.
We're whispering. We're the only people in here.
Look at that thing, that's crazy, that horse mask. It's a little cross. Another 3-barreled gun. It's a cool shield. Would have been a massive horse. There's a little tiny cannon. The masks with faces are creepy. Reminds me of almost something from like Alice in Wonderland.
Like, you seriously gonna put your mustache in there?
Some crazy shields. This helmet is crazy right here. Ew, that thing is massive. There's a cute little tank. We're heading up to the second level here. It's a very big building. That's the backside of Napoleon. See, this cannon got hit. looks like the Russian army. And there's the British army. And the Italian army. Really cool, so they could shoot up without actually sticking their head out. This is the crafts they made in the trenches. And here's the American room. I do like all these little models they have.
Yes, it is.
Now we're to World War II. I think these tires have some flat spots. Gas mask. Headed to 1942 and 1944. Some straw boots. Printing press.
Se lancer à l'assaut d'une Europe asservie par les forces de l'Axe. Baptisé Overlord.
There's Normandy.
Ce flux continue se poursuit jusqu'à la fin de la guerre, notamment via une politique de ravitaillement créée fin 1944. Le représentant de liste qui prêche l'impatience, les FFI attaquent les troupes en retraite qui traversent la ville.
This is cool. It's a little pop-out motorcycle. Here is the nuclear bomb.
En arrivant à la conférence de Potsdam, la nouvelle du succès de la première explosion atomique dans le désert d'Alamogordo.
And they have a little gift shop inside. Now we're looking for Napoleon's tomb, which I think is in this massive building right here. And this is an entrance to Napoleon's tomb. Here's the tomb from the bottom.
All right, everybody. So we just finished up at half of the Army Museum.
Yeah.
And Napoleon's tomb, and we were here nearly 2 hours. We got here right when it opened, and it is almost noon. So you could probably spend almost an entire day here.
You probably spent 2 days in this place. There's a lot of stuff to look at.
And I mean, like, we didn't rush, but we also didn't like stop and read everything. I mean, that just tells you how big this place is. Like,
Yeah.
it took us 2 hours just to kind of like walk through the one side and then Napoleon's tomb. So it is a very large place, and if you're interested in military history, it's a very good museum, very, very well laid out, and they have a ton of artifacts, like a ton.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And it's
So-
for sure worth coming just to see this tomb.
I think so too.
The tomb's very impressive. One of the
For
most
sure.
impressive tombs I've ever seen.
For sure. It reminded me a little bit of the opulence of the Vatican. Like it's that
Yeah.
crazy.
Elaborate inside, yeah.
But again, I think for sure, just for being here 2 days and using the City Pass and the Turbo Pass, it's definitely worth it to purchase that. Because you get into a lot of things that would probably be expensive if you bought them separately. So anyway, just remember, whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.